Okay. Mr. Jesu, can you see me, Mr. Jesu?
Yes.
Okay. Are you feeling comfortable right now? Everything is okay. Temperature is okay.
Yeah, so far okay, Mr. Ika. Thank you.
Okay. Are you at a safe space?
Uh, yeah,
Okay. So, to begin, my name is firstly my name. Good evening, Mr. Jesu. So my name is Ikaf. My name is Ikaf. Thank you for joining the session today. Um, and I'm a counselor from ABC University Counseling Services. Um, And before we begin, right, I would like to confirm that I am speaking with Mr. Jesu.
yes, that's right, Mr. Ika.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, thank you. So before we start, is it okay if you see me noting down something or looking down? It might be me looking at your case notes and um for me to refer lah to get better information. Is it okay?
It's okay, lah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So for verification purposes, right, could you confirm your full name and the last four digits of your ID?
So my name, you can just say this, Mr. J, and the last ID is 4721.
Okay, great. Thank you for confirming. I'd also like to check if you're currently in a, like how I mentioned just now, you're currently in a private space, you feel comfortable, no one is with you, or, might be looking from behind you.
Yeah, so far I sit in my own room, lah. Now the kids outside and got to look after my in-laws outside.
Okay,
So
okay.
they won't be disturbing for this period.
Okay, that's great. Um, okay. If at any point of time, right, if someone enters or you feel like you need to pause the session, take a minute, or even go to the washroom, just let me know. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So before we also begin, I would just like to briefly introduce my role. I'm here to support students, who may be facing emotional stress, personal stress, any type of stress in their life, balancing responsibilities and things like that. So today's session, since it's the first session, it is just mainly for us to understand what we've been going through and how we can support you better, lah, Mr. Jesu.
Yes, yes. I can hear you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Next, since we are meeting through video today, right? I also like to check that the technical side is working well. Can you see me clearly? My face, my voice.
So far, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Also, if let's say like the connection gets unstable or disconnected, right? We may pause for a moment and reconnect lah. Try to reconnect back. If not, I will have your number and I'll message you lah to how we are going to proceed with the session.
Sure, sure, Mr. Ika. Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Because right, another thing that I would like to also mention that sometimes video calls may be different from face-to-face meeting.
Yes.
We might be missing some body language or maybe there might be a lag and things like that. So if you feel that sometimes my speech are unclear or if you need me to repeat anything, please feel free to let me know.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. And also if there's any distraction in your area, right? We can take a moment to let it settle down first before continuing lah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, we already received your informed consent and things like that, right? So before we start talking about your concerns, what is actually troubling you, um, I need to do a little bit of to explain what is confidentiality lah, so you have a better trust, right? So everything you share here will be, will remain confidential. It will never be shared with others without your permission, firstly. And however, there are some limits. For example, if I become concern of your own safety and also someone else's safety, right? Then I might need to engage additional support, and that includes the police, and that also includes the A&E hospital lah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
okay, um, okay. Um, And since this is an online session, and amongst the policy of my company or the university is for us to actually record the video from my side, and don't worry, I will maintain confidentiality. Um, if that is fine with you,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're not fine with it, then it's also okay. You can let me know. Yeah.
So far, okay. So far, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So your current number is the one that you sent me, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Is it 8048 3235?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So in any emergency contact, I will contact um your number lah. I mean,
Yes.
in case, yeah. And also your wife number is the same as in the form you sent me.
Yes, yes, the one I given. Yes.
Okay, thank you, and I'll note that down. Thank you so much. Okay, so to start our session, how are you feeling today? And if there is a color that can depict your emotions or how you're feeling today, what color will it be?
Uh, so far, I think actually for the past 2 months, I'm not so feeling good. I feel that the work, the school assignment, the family commitment, all this, overwhelming, really overwhelming over me.
Mm,
Initially, when I started the year, actually not so bad. Over the months, it's getting worse and worse. So I find difficult in coping.
So I hear that it's been very overwhelming for you, Mr. Jesu. You're struggling work, studies, and from what you have mentioned or from what you have shared with us through the when you registered, right? You are feeling very stressed because there's a lot for you to juggle. Um, and yeah, you're carrying a lot of responsibilities at the same time. It must have been difficult for you, Mr. Jesu. Yeah.
Yes, yes, because it's getting worse because initially I think I'm able to juggle, but when time goes by, I feel I spend less time with the children. Most of the time I feel very guilty. You see?
Mm,
Yeah, uh, because I can see sometimes I doing assignment, they're looking at my face. Sometimes come and nudge me to play with them and just because assignment due date is it and just
mm,
catching up. So I feel
mm.
guilty lah. That's one thing getting me down.
Mm. And from what I hear also, it must been very tiring for you lah, because you juggle full-time work and also part-time studies, which we know
Yeah,
usually that happens at night. And then there's also assignments which take up your weekend. That's the first thing that I hear from you. And secondly, what I hear from you is that you're feeling guilty,
yeah,
right? Because you're unable to spend time with your kids, and it's really affecting you lah. And it sounds that, being present for the kids is very clearly very important to you, right?
yeah. Because I was thinking also lah, did I make a mistake, by taking up this course? Because my intention was that by taking up this course, upgrade myself with this kind of extra certificate, I get, like better opportunity to working place, promotion wise, pay wise. That will definitely can help with the family things, but my financial situation. But then
Mm,
again, now with all these things coming in, I feel that if I made a mistake, by taking up the course, I mean that's what part of getting me down also. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Mm.
I also hear from you that, you're kind of like regretting your decisions because of you're sacrificing family time. That must, feeling like that must have been really quite painful for you, difficult for you. And, there's also a part of you questioning whether this is a good decision or not, because at the same time you're thinking of the future, you want to secure better finances, and also at the same time you feel that
Mm.
because you're pursuing school and work, right? That really affect your personal life, your family, and you're starting to ask yourself whether it is worth it or not. Is that right? What I'm trying to clear with you. I hear from you.
Yeah, yeah, actually, true. That's it. Because what I start off with, by this university, I already say I can do some kind of improve myself and family situation. But it seems that I really both sides are feeling it.
Mm,
Yeah, both sides feeling, and I myself not that burning out. I feel that health wise I'm going down. So it's very overwhelming. It's very I feel very sad, when I'm down, And true, it's really draining me down. Then I feel that's why I said I better, get somebody to talk to, approach somebody. That's why I make this session. Yeah. Yeah.
mm,
I cannot cope because I was thinking initially I can able to handle, I can juggle, But over the time I feel that no, it's too much. That's why maybe I just an outlet for me where somebody can support me and guide me to balance my
mm,
life and the work, and the studies. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. from what I've been hearing from you also, you mentioned quite a few stresses lah that actually make you feel tired, make you feel stressed, which is affecting your mood. Let me break it down clearly for you, so that we can actually assess them one by one. Firstly, you are stressed because of work, because if I'm not wrong, inside the when you register, you also mentioned that there's an upcoming promotion, you need to perform well, but then because of your studies and family commitment is getting difficult for you. That's one. Secondly, is because of school. Everything is piling up and it is difficult for you lah, right? Thirdly, is the pressure to spend time with your family because you want to keep up with the two commitment that come before. Your family is being affected,
Mm.
right? So there are three current stresses. So the first thing that I would like to ask you, right? Could you tell me more about what has been the most stressful recently? Out of these three things, which one is the most stressful for you?
Actually, stress is a very, it's the family levels. I see the children like that, feel that they neglected. And at the same time, I don't want them to worry about me also. Just I keep away from all these things from them, putting up the face. But at night, always I cannot sleep. I cry to myself.
Mm,
See, I can't open up to the family members because they need me. I was not there, especially children and in-laws and actually my wife, all this. So at the same time, I can't open up what's my issue I'm going through because I don't want to burden them. They really worried, really never spend much time on them. And then again, I'm putting my concern, my studies issue and all these things, emotional issues, with the extra burden for them. So these are the things, I'm just struggling how to cope with this kind of emotional things. Yeah.
mm. So, from what I'm hear from you, you're not doing very well emotionally lah,
Yeah.
and physically draining from you. And this experience, right? What has it been like for you? What will you do to actually manage it? Do you manage it on your own, or do you talk to someone, or is anything?
No, because so far I say keep to myself. Also, when the things, if I try to sign to like maybe the thing piling up because I procrastinate, some become negative
Mm,
turns. I'm supposed to, I know the deadline is coming due and at the same time, even my work wise, even my working place, I can't able to perform as what I used to do. So, and even the time I try to procrastinate, which I don't do before. So that's why I started to get worried. So it's
mm,
negative things coming to me and I'm supposed to like take up studies to do well, but somehow or other it doesn't seem to be doing because of my things. That's why I said I better get some help. That's the first time I'm coming content to have some kind of, you know, maybe at some kind of venue where I can be able to ventilate now and get some answers for what I'm going through this. Yeah.
mm. So for all this while you've been dealing with it mostly on your own, I would like to commend you on
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I would like to say that you've been doing well, trying to manage everything on your own,
Yes.
and it must have been very difficult and heavy for you.
Yes.
And I also understand that you don't want your family to worry. That sounds very very difficult and very lonely for you, right? You also mentioned in your form that one of the ways that you've been coping is you've been taking sleeping pills.
Oh yes, yes. Because I've seen the doctor because yeah, one instance I cannot sleep over the nights. Yeah, sleepless nights, sleepless nights, and because of school work and family commitment, my work wise also, and people start talking behind my back, my performance
Mm,
wise. So it does, gets me like feel very down. So I did saw a doctor and they prescribed some sleeping pills just to calm myself down. But
mm,
sometimes the word the doctor give doesn't seem to help me much. Sometimes I tend to take extra just to get the whole thing out of my mind, just to relax for that minute. But I find that I'm getting worried that maybe I get too addicted, and it doesn't seem so because after that I feel very dopey and sleepy. Gets me worse. I can't focus also. So that's why I say that's not the solution. That's why I come forward. I get some help from you.
mm. Yeah, and I also hear from you that you have been getting pills, but then you feel that the dose is not strong enough, so you take more to cope with your I mean to just shut everything off because you want to rest and to stop your thoughts, right? Yeah, it must have been difficult. And when you take the more than the prescribed dose, right? You are hoping that it help you with your sleep and forget all of your problems, right? So has that been effective for you?
No, since, You say that whatever I think also it can help me, but some or other it doesn't seem to like yeah. So whatever pills
Mm,
I'm taking doesn't even help because actually I take it just to stop the stress, all these things. It made me some avenue for it to relax myself. But some or other it turned out that I become dependent on the things.
mm,
Yeah, too dependent on the pill. At the same time, it doesn't seem to help me much. Just make
mm,
me worse, lethargic, droopy feeling, and even concentration, I feel I can't concentrate. I used to do before the pill. That's why I find that it's not the right way, the solution for me. So I have to resolve my own things in other way. That's why I feel that maybe by coming here, it would help them to have some answers. Yeah, yeah,
mm. And you also said that you have become dependent on it, and I would like to understand more. What do you mean by you have become dependent on it? Does it mean that you if you never take it, you feel attracted to, or maybe you feel like you need to take it, or
yeah.
one day you never take it, you must take it. You know that type of feeling. Is it like that?
Yeah, because you come to extend initially, okay, I feel very stressed, I can feel that it's calm, but over the thing is doing that without taking it, I feel that the worries can never go away. The sickness nights become worse. So I feel that I need that. So that's what makes me concerned. Then after that, I start taking extra, as I mentioned earlier. So I find that it worries me much. Yeah, what I
Mm,
wanted a solution by seeming give me a solution, but doesn't seems to get me a more problems.
mm,
That's why I come forward. So I find that that's not the way of seeking first. It does help me. I feel the better are other ways whereby I can able to regulate my own emotion. That's why I come and talk to you. Yeah.
mm. And throughout this so far our session, right, you've been mentioning a lot about, I come here to seek help. That's why I come here to talk to you to seek help. And I would like to understand, what do you mean by this help that you are seeking from us, lah, from the counselor from ABC University? How do you think we can help you?
So I feel that maybe because at present I'm juggling my work, family and the school. Maybe I could somebody organize. Maybe I'm not initially, yeah, but over the months, maybe all this overwhelming. Some I can't see through to organize things properly. So maybe by coming to council, maybe you can talk things out. Maybe by
Mm-hmm.
talking things out, they can able to organize my thoughts, my things, work things out. So by then, I think I can able to organize. I mean, how to go about regulating my emotions, lah. Yeah, based on situation. Because now I just keep to myself, withdrawn in my room, occupied, work, school assignment, but that also not the expectation, you see. So maybe by talking out,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they organize how to go about doing it, timing myself and all these things. Some tips
Mm-hmm.
from the counselors. Yeah, yeah,
Mm, okay, I hear from you, and I'm really glad that you shared with me honestly, lah, regarding your struggle. That is really strong of you, brave of you to share your struggles, brave of you to actually share what you're feeling, lah. And you've been trying your best to balance your role as a parent, employee, as a student, but sometimes you may feel that these responsibilities has have you left you, feeling exhausted, guilty, and also alone at times. And what you have been, from what I hear from you, you would like to see how, firstly, you would like to process your emotions, like a space in which it is safe for you to explain yourself. And then secondly, you would also like a little bit more planning on how to manage your time well, to divide time between family, school, and also work, right? And also set the goals. Yeah. So thank you for trusting us lah with this, and I'm sure we can proceed more in the next session. Yeah.
yeah,
So, yep. I can really see how much effort you've been putting into supporting your family, improving your time, and improving your future. Yep. For this session, since it is a short session, and we are going to have another session in maybe 1 or 2 days, right? We can take our time from this session to think of ways on how to improve ourselves, and to see how what is your role in your family, what is your role at work, and what is your role as a student. Um, so in our next session, we can explore ways lah
okay.
to help you manage these responsibilities more sustainably well, and also find ways to care for your own well-being. Do you think that help, and how does that sound to you?
Yeah, I think that would really help. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and I'm really glad to hear that, and I hope we can work together. And and another thing that I would like to confirm before we end the session is regarding your space around you lah. Firstly, you are in a comfortable and safe space, right? There's no one around you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. Secondly, you can hear well with your audio, um, earpiece. I mean,
Yeah, of course. So far we are good.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
very good. And you can see me well, and your position is comfortable for you.
Yeah, so far, yeah, sitting in the
Okay,
sofa. Yes, yes.
okay. So if that is everything is okay, technicality is okay. Um, in case there is a cut in internet and things like that, we have also mentioned about the emergency contacts, right? Then we can proceed next session in a similar manner, especially when you feel safe and you feel comfortable.
Yes, yes.
Can?
I think it should be fine. Fine with me. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you so much, and we will meet you in the next session, Mr. Jesu.
Okay, Mr.